Hello traders, FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, March 4th, and this is my morning market breakdown of the US dollar pairs, including gold, and we also look at a few of the JPY pairs. As always, we always start off with the US dollar index because that basically tells us what to do on the dollar pairs themselves. Now, we are sitting at what I think is a very crucial point in the US dollar. We're sitting at the 100% Fibonacci extension of this first wave, which, like I've been saying, this is either an A or a 1. This move down right here is either a B or a 2. So we got our Fibonacci extension projected off the bottom of a wave B or a wave 2. If this really is a wave C, then the 100% is exactly where you would expect this to actually start a brand new downtrend. And if it really is a wave C, you're probably going to end up going down and taking out these previous lows. Now, if it's not a wave C, but it's actually a wave 3, we still potentially could get a little bit of a pullback in this area because it's a pretty important area of support, but it would end up continuing to make higher highs, higher lows, and eventually it would go up and break this daily time frame structure, which would confirm a much bigger move to the upside on these higher time frames like the weekly and the daily time frames. So going all the way down to the 1 hour time frame. Now, so far, this move is definitely looking pretty corrective. So we have our Fibonacci retracement from here to here. If this really is a correction, then this would be an ABC right here. Potentially, you would bounce from a Fibonacci level, and then would end up continuing the uptrend. If this does bounce from a Fibonacci level and continue the uptrend, then you would expect to see a move down on the euro, the pound, the Aussie, probably a move up on the dollar CAD and the dollar Swiss. Now, gold doesn't really follow the dollar index that much. It pretty much does whatever gold wants to do. So moving on to the euro dollar. Now the euro dollar just recently took out this previous low right here. This definitely could act as a big area of resistance. It also spiked down to the 161% Fibonacci extension, which also could be an area of resistance. Now if the dollar is really in a wave 3, then it will just be a pullback within a downtrend. If the dollar is a wave C, like I was just explaining, then this potentially is going to turn into an uptrend. Now, those are two different analyses, but we definitely should be able to recognize what the dollar is doing if we pay attention to structure and pay attention to price. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, so far we are definitely still in a downtrend. Yes, we have a break of structure up on the 1 hour, but that proves nothing to me beyond that the last 5 waves are complete. You can do two things here. You can put your Fibonacci retracement on the whole last 5 waves, or you can put Fibonacci extension on here, which is what I have, because if this is an A, and this is a B, and this is really a wave C, then it potentially is going to bounce off one of these fib levels, and it's going to end up making a lower high, and it's going to end up continuing down. And it would probably also line up with Fibonacci retracement if you put Fibonacci retracement on the whole move down. So as long as it doesn't go up and take out this high right here, I'm definitely still looking at anything I see to the upside as potentially just a pullback within a downtrend, unless the US dollar analysis tells us otherwise, which it has not done so yet. So definitely still looking for shorts on the euro dollar at Fibonacci levels. Moving on to the pound dollar, back up to the daily time frame. Very similar analysis. We just took out this previous low. We just bounced from the 100% Fibonacci extension. 100% definitely could be an area of support. This previous low definitely could be an area of support. If the dollar is a wave C, then this will start a brand new move to the upside. If the dollar is really a wave 3, like I was explaining at the beginning of this video, then this will continue to make lower lows, lower highs, and it will keep on going down. Right now, the market is definitely telling us to still keep an eye out for shorts and shorter time frames. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, this is the same, very similar as the euro dollar. We got nice 5 waves down, so we got our Fibonacci retracement from here to here. If this is an A and this is a B, and we're currently in a wave C, then it will turn down at either the 61 or the 78%. It will make a nice engulfing move to the downside at one of these two fib levels, and it will continue the downtrend. If the dollar is actually a wave C, that means that this will go up and it will take out this structure right here, which will prove that the daily time frame has found a bottom. So, we take it one step at a time. We put our Fibonacci on here. We try to observe to see if it makes an ABC pullback at a Fibonacci level or whether it just keeps on maintaining impulsive movement to the upside, eventually giving us a break of structure. Moving on to the Aussie dollar. The Aussie is always a little different just because it's such a strong pair. I've been saying for the last couple of days, it does look like this one could be just an ABC pullback within an uptrend. It definitely does look like it could just end up making a higher low, and just continuing up. But it really depends a lot on the dollar analysis. If the dollar really is a wave C, just like the other pairs, then this really will keep on going up. If the dollar is really a wave 3, then this will actually keep on going down and give us a break of structure on the daily. One step at a time. So far, there really is no proof besides this pullback candle that this is going up in any significant way. Just because you see a pullback candle doesn't mean it's going up. I mean, this still could be going down very, very easily. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, this is where we would use Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension. We have a nice 5 waves down, just like the pound and the euro. We put our Fibonacci retracement on there from here to here. Those are the green Fibonacci levels. Then we have our Fibonacci extension from the wave A potentially off the wave B potentially. If this really is a wave C, then it might go up to the 61%. That's an overlapping. Or it could go up to this area right here because that overlaps with the 78%. So we have some Fibonacci clusters right here. Now, there is a chance that it just makes a lower high. You know, sometimes wave Cs do make lower highs. So keep an eye on this 50% also, but maybe the 61% is a more likely area because that's a Fibonacci overlapping area. Just keep an eye on your Fibonacci levels. If it breaks to the downside at any Fibonacci level, then that definitely is a sorting opportunity for me. If it doesn't break to the downside at any Fibonacci level, then we will just continue to look for longs, especially if you are a very short time frame trader. Moving on to the US dollar CAD, you know, just like the other pairs, if the dollar index is in a wave 3, then this will keep on going up. If the dollar index is a wave C, then that means that this is also a wave C, and this will potentially already turn, and it potentially has already turned, and it's just going to keep on going down. All these pairs solely depend on what's going to happen with the dollar index. Right now, we definitely do have technically an engulfing move to the downside, so I would be recommending shorts on this. And while we're looking for shorts, if it just keeps on going down, great news. While we're looking for shorts, if it closes engulfing to the upside, then we'll just simply start looking for longs the next trading day. Not really too big of a deal either way. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, right now I would start off by putting my Fibonacci retracement from here to here. If the daily is going to continue to make a move down, this move up could just be a pullback to the last move down. It could go to one of these fib levels, and it could just keep on going down. If it goes up and takes out this high, then I would still not assume that it's really going up. I would put my Fibonacci retracement on the whole move down and try to observe to see if it makes this a bigger pullback within a downtrend. Based on my dollar analysis, I am definitely still very bullish the dollar, which means that I'm definitely still very bullish this. So if it does go up and break this high, it may actually just continue to make higher highs, higher lows like that. But because of the daily time frame, you definitely could keep an eye on your Fibonacci retracements, just in case it does decide to bounce from a fib level and end up continuing the downtrend. And moving on to the US dollar Swiss. I'm actually long on the dollar Swiss already. This is a trade that I shared with my group at the exact time of entry. If you want to participate in that, definitely check out my website, fxpipcollector.com. But just like the dollar index, if this is an ABC, then it could potentially turn really pretty much at any point and start a new downtrend. If this is not a 1-2 ABC, but it's actually a 1, a 2, and a wave 3, then it will never engulf down, it will never break down, but instead it will make higher highs, higher lows, and eventually go up and give us this break of structure. So taking it all the way down to the 1 hour time frame, like I said, I'm already long on this pair. Hopefully it just keeps on going up because we got our Fibonacci retracement from here to here. We got a nice 78% fib bounce. We got a nice engulfing move to the upside. Hopefully this is now continuing the uptrend from here, making higher highs and higher lows. If for whatever reason it does decide to go down and take out this low, that may be an indicator that the daily time frame has found a top right here. But as long as it doesn't take out this low right here, I'm definitely looking at this move down as possibly just a pullback within an uptrend. So moving on to gold. Now, gold is a little bit of a tough situation in my opinion. I personally don't trade gold, so I don't really care that much, but I do analyze it a lot because a lot of people do love gold. Like I've been saying for weeks now, this could be an ABC. If this is a wave B, it could have already turned it to 78%, and it could now be starting a brand new downtrend for a wave C, which would look something like that. Most likely it would go down and take out this low. The reason why I say it's a little difficult because gold loves to make flat patterns. And this definitely looks like 1, 2, 3 down. This definitely has that 1, 2, 3 look to the upside. So this could be 3 waves of A, 3 waves of B, and this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. And if it really is a flat, like an expanding flat, an expanding triangle, then this is potentially just going to keep on going up. So that's why I think gold is a little bit of a difficult situation right now on the 1 hour time frame. We definitely are making higher highs, higher lows on the 1 hour time frame, and if it keeps making higher highs, higher lows, and you trade below the 1 hour time frame, then I would recommend longs. If you're more of a long-term trader, then I would have my Fibonacci retracement from here to here. If it breaks to the downside at any one of these 3 Fibonacci retracement levels, then that means that it's a lower high in the daily, and it's going to potentially just keep on going down. I would be leaning towards the idea that this move up right here is a pullback within a downtrend, because this move up is much more overlapping, corrective looking than this move down. This move down is very impulsive, not overlapping at all. The move up is very overlapping, which makes me think that this move up is just a pullback to this last move down. So definitely keep an eye on your fib levels. If it breaks to the downside, it potentially could make for a really good sorting opportunity. And moving on to the yen pairs, I always consider the dollar yen more of a yen pair than a dollar pair. Now, this is also in a very critical area because this is a higher low right here technically. So this could be a wave A, this could be a wave B, and this could be a wave C. If the daily time frame closes engulfing down today at the 100% Fibonacci extension, then I am going to say that this is likely just going to keep on going down. If the daily time frame doesn't close engulfing down today, then more than likely it's going to break out of this 100%, and more likely it's going to go up and take out these previous highs. Now, this also does depend a lot on the dollar analysis, the US dollar index. Because if the dollar index really is in a wave 3, then this really is going to keep on going up. The 100% Fibonacci extension is a pretty likely area for resistance, and we just previously took out these highs. So, it definitely makes sense that we're making a pullback. The question is whether this is a pullback within an uptrend, or whether this is going to close engulfing down today and it's going to start a brand new downtrend over the next several weeks. I think by the end of the day, we should have our answer, because if the daily time frame closes engulfing down, then more than likely it's going to keep going down. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, this whole thing looks very corrective. The impulsive move looks like it ends here. Kind of looks like this potentially could be like a flat pattern also, kind of similar to gold. If it really is a flat, then the 161, 178 is the most likely target for a flat. Sometimes they can go to 261, 278, but more than likely, this area right here is the more likely target. Right around the 156.9, 157 area is where I think this will potentially could turn. But it did just previously take out the lows, and if it does turn up at any one of these fib levels, there's a very good chance that it could just keep going up. So technically, I am definitely still looking for longs because of my dollar analysis and because the daily time frame hasn't confirmed the move to the downside. So keep an eye on your fib levels, especially that 161, 178, because an expanding flat has a target of 161, 178 for a wave C, or a second target of 261, 278 for a wave C. And moving on to the euro yen. The euro yen definitely made a very strong move down. It definitely made a lower high, lower high, lower high. There's definitely a pretty good likelihood that this is going to go down and make a lower low right now. But we have our Fibonacci retracement on the last little push up. If it does respect the 78%, if it does break up, then there's a chance it keeps going up. But just based on, simple structural analysis, it is definitely making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. So definitely looks like it's trying to form some sort of a new downtrend. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, I don't really think that this is a break of structure. It was not able to hold above structure. I definitely would still be looking for shorts. I have my Fibonacci retracement on this push up from here to here, because if it does decide to make 1, 2, 3 waves down to the 61 or the 78% and turn up, then fine, maybe it really is going up. But based on the daily time frame, I personally would be looking to try to go short here, looking for shorts there, looking for shorts here, and looking for shorts there. I personally wouldn't be focused on any longs unless the daily time frame, or at least the higher time frames, give us a reason to start looking for longs, which they obviously have not done so yet. And moving on to the pound yen. The pound yen on the daily time frame looks extremely corrective down. This move down looks very, very, very corrective. This move up looks very impulsive, which kind of makes me think that this is going to end up going up again. If the pound yen goes up, then the euro yen will probably go up, and the dollar yen will probably go up, and all the other yen pairs will probably go up. So we got our Fibonacci retracement here to hopefully help look for areas of support where it may actually end up turning back up. Going down to the 1 hour time frame now, we do have a little bit of a higher low in right here. Higher low, higher low. We got our Fibonacci extension from here, projected off of here. If it's really a wave C, then it could go to like the 100 and then turn down, or really any of these fib levels and turn down. If it's really actually going back up, which it looks like it perhaps is, it could end up just continuing to make higher highs, higher lows, making pullbacks at fib levels but continuing to go up. So keep an eye on your Fibonacci extension levels. If it makes an engulfing move to the downside at any one of these levels, I would go short, because the daily time frame is technically telling us to look for shorts. But the daily time frame also looks extremely corrective to the downside, which makes you think that it could just keep on going up. So we definitely are at a very crucial point in a lot of the pairs right now where they could potentially go either way. And if you pay attention to your fib levels, pay attention to your structure, simple structure analysis, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, that is potentially what's going to keep you trading in the right direction, especially if you really try to focus on the higher time frame analysis. So anyways, don't forget to check out my website, FXPipCollector.com, especially if you want to be part of a great trading community on Discord and you would like to follow along with all my trades. And definitely, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching and happy trading.